One of the most thrilling victories in the history of USC football came on a late November afternoon in 1974, but it certainly didn't look like it would be much of a contest for a good portion of the game. If the greatest inner-city rivalry in college football exists within the city limits of Los Angeles, then the greatest intersectional contest in college football year in and year out pits the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame against the USC Trojans. East meets West in style of play and in terms of historical perspective when these two institutions go at it every year, as they have since 1927, when, as the story goes, Knute Rockne and Howard Jones set up the series with a bit of conspiratorial help from their wives. When a national championship for either team is won or lost, it's quite often at the hands of each other. In 1964, the unbeaten Irish came to face 6-3 USC at the Coliseum and led 17-0 at the half, before John McKay's troops rallied to win when Craig Furtick found Rod Sherman on the old 84Z delay to set the Coliseum on its ear and cost Notre Dame the national title. After losing big at home in '66, the Trojans snapped a 28-year losing streak in South Bend in '67 and weren't beaten again by the Irish until 1973. In '74, the Trojans opened the year at number 5, but were upset at Arkansas and later tied at home by Cal. Coming into this one, though, USC was rated 6th in the nation and had already clinched the conference title and a trip to the Rose Bowl. Notre Dame was 5th and had the top defense in the country. It was all Notre Dame in the first half. Drew Mihalik intercepts Pat Hayden.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
The Trojans took an unusual gamble on 4th and inches deep in their own territory in the first quarter. A gamble that failed and led to another Notre Dame score. Tom Clements to Pete Demerly.
Notre Dame, touchdown! Notre Dame, Pete Demerly, 29 yards for the touchdown.
Second quarter, more of the same. Mark McLean. SC managed to score right before the break to get on the board, but trailed 24-6 heading into the locker room. There, McKay told his troops, "Gentlemen, we're behind."
He's puffing a cigar. He said, "Gentlemen, in 1964, Craig Furtick and Mike Harris down 17-3. And I've been in a game like this before. If they can come back and win 20-17, we can come back and win." And we all looked at each other simultaneously and said, "This man has lost his mind."
Tom Kelly with you at intermission here at the Coliseum, where about 80-some thousand have sat in kind of stunned disbelief. Not all of them, because a good many of the 80,000 are pulling for the Irish of Notre Dame. And they've had a happy first half, as Notre Dame has completely dominated this great collegiate rivalry, this edition of it, leading 24-6 here at the intermission.
And he went in and said, "Boys," he said, "we're not playing very good." He said, "but we are a really good team." He said, "and we deserve to play better than this. So just relax and take a deep breath. And when we go out," he said, we will play better, but we need something to happen. We need somebody to do something."
Notre Dame will kick off. All right, McLaughlin advances on the football. It's been an Irish afternoon as he boots it high and long and deep. In the end zone, Davis coming out at the 10, 15, 20, coming outside at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40. He's going all the way at the 30, the 25, 20. They won't catch him. Touchdown, USC. 100 yards and then some. Listen to this Coliseum roar.
Blocks by Mosi Tutupu and Mario Salato freed Anthony Davis on one of his 11 career touchdowns against Notre Dame. Next, it was Hayden to McKay.
11:45 remaining in the third period. 24-12 Notre Dame. SC a first and goal on the Irish 6. Hayden takes the snap, the pitch to Davis. Sweeping right at the 5. He dives. He's in the end zone. Anthony Davis has scored again. Third and 8. Notre Dame on their own 25. Clements rolling back to throw. Seth fires a pass upfield, complete to Dimmerly. He got it. The Trojans have recovered. 24-19. Irish lead. 9:15 to play in the third period. SC first and 10 on the Notre Dame 21. Hayden, the quarterback, has Diggs in motion to the left. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff to Davis. Rolling out. They run. They throw. Being chased. Fires downfield for McKay. He's got it at the 5, the 4-yard line. Oh, when you're right, you're right. Trojans with an opportunity to go in front for the first time. First and goal. The pitch to Davis. He's at the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. We must temper our enthusiasm by realizing there is all kinds of time left in this game, and if Notre Dame ever gets over the shock, this may be one of the greatest football games you will ever see.
I said to myself and the other guys, I said, hey, are we in the same place or am I dreaming? This cannot be the same football game that I started out in maybe an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. This cannot be the same game.
Marvin Cobb with a long punt return.
Having the opportunity to be a player, be down on the field, to hear the reaction of the crowd every time we scored, it just felt like goosebumps for a whole 30 minutes. It just was awesome.
27-24, USC leads it.
Third and 9 at the Trojan 18. Big third down call. Hayden rolling is going to get blindsided. No, firing down in the end zone. Down McKay has it. It's a touchdown. Hayden and McKay and Anthony Davis are tearing Notre Dame apart.
One of those magical moments in sport when things seem to have slowed down. You're in kind of a time warp where there's plenty of protection. John was wide open, and the ball was well thrown in the catch, and it was just everything was absolutely perfect. You couldn't ask anything better.
The Trojan defense, featuring Richard Wood, Gary Jeter, Art Riley, Kevin Bruce, and Danny Reese, came alive. Here, Charles Phillips with his first pick of the night.
2 seconds remain in the third period, and a big 3rd and 15 play coming up. Davis in motion. Hayden back to pass. Long downfield for John McKay. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown USC as Hayden and McKay do it again. If you wonder why we're sitting here in almost complete disbelief, and in case you just wandered in off the golf course, SC was trailing 24-0, then 24-6, and now they lead 41-24. Fumble in the backfield. Ball is rolling loose. The Trojans, I think, have recovered. A fumble by Pennick, and SC has recovered on the Notre Dame 16-yard line. Hayden from the 16, rolling left. Set in the end zone. It is complete. Touchdown. Caught by Sheldon Diggs. And SC looks as though they're going to score every time they get their hands on the ball. This is the most electrifying display of college football I have ever seen. Now this team down 24-0. This team down 24-6 has come back and torn Notre Dame apart. Clements back to pass, sets up, fires over the middle, and is intercepted. Picked off by Phillips at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, USC. It is unbelievable. Would you believe the score here at the Coliseum is USC 55, Notre Dame 24.
SC went on to top Ohio State at the Rose Bowl in an 18-17 thriller and won the national championship, all made possible with the comeback on November 30th, 1974.